Hello everyone. So today let us learn something new. I mean, not really new, but I don't really think I have made a video on this particular topic. It is something that I believe you all should be using. So basically there is a concept of macro replacement. So let me give you the background. So let us say you're working on a big document, and to be very specific, let us say you are working on creating a big document where you have to repeat something. Let us say you're writing a proposal. Now, when you write a proposal, you mention your client name. You mention probably few specific things that are going to be repeated again and again. Or maybe you're trying to write, let us say, a contract where you need to repeat few things. So let's say if you are writing a contract or any document where you need to repeat something, you can of course, because it's a document, it's a text file, and of course we are talking about our own document, you can always do it manually. I mean, you can always repeat yourself. So let us say you have a big document like this, and in this particular document, of course, we have, let us say you're dealing with people or you're dealing with clients. And in this particular case, let us say I'm writing a contract or any document where I have things like name, title, or date maybe, and I need to make sure that these things are accurate across the document. And if you're writing such big document only one time, then I guess it is fine. But if you have to do it over and over again, then you have to make sure that whenever you create a new document or a contract or whatever, or a proposal, you have to make sure that you replace the name, title, and date in the whole document. So if in this particular document, of course, I'm just showing you just few lines, but let us say I want to have the name repeated again, or maybe something like the title or the job designation again. I can do it manually, not a problem, right? This is something you can do, like manual way of doing it, but there is a better way. And that better way is nothing but to define something like this. So it's like, if you have some programming background, you can treat it like a global variable. So you can define this macro, let us say employee name. And because of course in this document we are not really going to use the name or the actual name manually. We'll refer to this particular employee -name, which is like a variable, and it will be replaced by the actual name when you do something like this. Basically 3 curly braces and then mention it. And you can of course define something similar if you want for other variables. Let us say in this case I have title, right? So this title is basically my principal consultant. So so let me just, the title is, and I will write, very simple, and that is it. So let us see how it looks. So basically this will be replaced when you export it to, let us say, a readable format, or exportable, like I guess HTML. I never really tried with HTML. It should work, but let us first just do a export to PDF. And if you look at this particular file, let me just expand this slightly. I guess I need to do something like toc nil. So it is much more neater, cleaner when we look at the document. Okay, so if you look at the document here, we basically have things like of course the name, which is mentioned here along with the title and the date. But if you're referring to this particular document again using macros, you can see here that in the document, in the export, the name is now replaced. Basically it is coming from the macro, also the designation. So it is again a very simple thing, very simple, but yet useful way of making sure that your documents are consistent, your documents are something that you can define, create very quickly. Because if I have to, let us say, create the same document for someone else, I can copy this to a new file and make sure that I change not here, basically here, these macros, and it is amazing, right? This is something that I have used in the past, but I never really used org mode till last year for doing like big documentation, which I am doing right now. I'm actually in a process of converting all my contracts, and so moving forward, whenever I have to write a document, I use org mode. I think I've used it. I can now use it for each and everything, more or less. So I use it for, of course, writing my proposals, writing my contracts, writing, or basically using it for writing letters. So I do have like a letterhead, so I'm sure if you watched my previous videos, I did talk about it. So I thought I'll probably share this very useful thing, and one more reason to use org mode Emacs. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.